Whoa, it's Wulzy. Welcome back to another Geometry Dash video. I got posted by River, the creator of the wave in Slaughterhouse, the infamous thumbnail that I did wrong, to be honest. That was in Monday's video where I remade Slaughterhouse for a video. Oh god. When that video went up, I was like, damn, people finally catching on that I have no idea what I'm doing most of the time. So I asked for ideas of what I should do on Twitter, and I made sure to ask for terrible ideas because I don't want to ruin anyone's good ideas. When I touch these, they're probably going to get infinitely worse than you can imagine. And now it's time to act on these. So if you like what you see, hey, stop by my Twitter post, drop an idea of your own. If I like it, you're in. Also, stop by the subscribe button. That will be swag. So Teriyaki OW replied to me saying, you build a completely normal level, but without hitboxes, and then insert some random gameplay on top of it, which doesn't even line up. Okay, I'm gonna make a ball part with this deep purple background. We'll put the ground to black, the line as well. The object, I want to make like a light yellow. I want really high contrast from the object to the background, so I chose two very different colors for that. I'm probably going to make some really basic blocks. First, let me just set up an invisible group and set myself a ball portal underneath the level with the box checked so I can see the height of what I'm doing. So I'm going to make a bunch of fake gameplay now. So on color channel 1 that copies the object, let's just add a bunch of structures. I don't know. I was thinking I might have to make some actual solid fake spikes, but I like the way that these look on a color channel 2, which copies the background with a bit less saturation but the brightness cranked. I'm gonna make that flash actually with 0 fade time, color channel 2, so it was copying the background. We're gonna put a multiplication instead of the plus. I saw a reply from RNBW in my comment section the other day that was explaining the difference. I don't really get it. It's weird, right? So I want to kind of play with that and just have a bunch of color triggers that swap it back and forth. And then I guess in between we can change the first color channel, which copies the object. So I have two loops right here. Sometimes it links up, sometimes it doesn't. I think it looks pretty cool. Basically, it's just swapping it from -0.2 and then back up to full. Now, I can't make saws, but what I can make are little structures in the middle that resemble saws. All right, let me group them. So 2, 3, and 4 are going to be each star respectively in that order. Then on group 1, I'm going to give them their own center points with the circle object, which I like to use. 5, 6, and 7 respectively. Once again, we'll give it 120 on a 3-second, 4-second apparently rotation. We can switch it up for each one actually. Just make sure I change both the center and the group, and we can change the easings on these as well. Okay, so on T1 we're going to put a block the same color as the structures, and there's also going to be glow on top, which copies the color of the background without any modifications. So that differentiates it very clearly. 58 objects, 29 blocks long. That should be enough. On don't fade, don't enter, we'll put it on the top as well. Group number 8. Okay, this is going to slide on straight away with the elastic easing. Okay, very smooth. I like the way this is looking already. Why am I actually getting attached to this? This sucks. We're just going to put a scaled down glow object on color channel 2 with a bit less brightness. We'll stick it on editor layer number 2 as well. And we shall make that about 0.4 opacity as well. I don't know, it's just a number that I like to use. And then we'll stack it up just like that and start putting it on a few blocks. All right, then just to add stuff to the background, I'm going to scale up these ground spikes, put them on color channel 2 with a bit less brightness, double them up, and they can just move as they are. They're not always going to be that bright. They're going to be dark as well, as you can see. That can move towards the player on B4, don't fade, don't enter. Also using that group 8 that we added that locks to the x-axis. Okay, so here is the fake level that we have made. I think it's pretty cool looking. I'm going to set all of these objects to a new group 11 and move them off at the end. And then off of preview mode on editor layer 4, let's make some invisible gameplay using the group 1 that we placed at the very beginning. Trying to make a recognizable click pattern for myself and a couple of cues like yellow pads. Okay, here's your level. Okay, that was actually surprisingly fun to make. A level where you can't see the gameplay at all, and then there's just blocks in the background that just completely misalign. Ignore that, that's not there. You've exited the level by this point, you don't see the level moving back towards you. Eric Van Wilderman told me to make a level where a cube loses hair every time it jumps until it's bald. I think that's going to be used as like a wavy piece of hair. We'll make that brown on color channel 1. That should do. Yeah, okay. I'm going to make 10 blades of hair, and they're going to be on different groups. And that is the 10th. Very nice. Then we need a pick-up trigger. We need 10 count triggers. And then we need a touch trigger. Oh, I forgot the counter. That's kind of silly. Okay, the counter needs to be on a group with the pickup trigger, which is going to be number 11. And the counter needs the item ID 1, which we have put in the pickup trigger, and it needs to count 11, I think. So we put the group ID of the pickup trigger and the counter in the touch toggle it on, but we need to make it so that the pickup trigger is spawn triggered and multi-triggered. So the counter should work right here. Oh, it's counting up in 11s. Well, this just has to be number 1. That's my bad. So group 1 needs to go off after 1. So why? Oh, why did I press activate? Boom! It disappears whenever you click. Nice. So then for group 2, we need to make it inside the count trigger. So the target count is 2. The item ID is still 1 for the counter, and the target ID is 2. So there's a couple of triggers that I'm not too used to. As you can tell, I made quite a few mistakes, but we are making our way downtown. Now we can arrange like little waves, right? Okay, so at this point, when the cube passes through the middle, group number 13 is going to lock to the X and Y axis. I look sick. A downside is it doesn't rotate with me. So I need a midpoint right in the center of the cube, which I'm going to put a circle for right now. How do I set it up so that a rotate trigger happens every time the cube jumps? Oh, no. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I have no idea how to do what I am about to do. We need to spawn trigger this rotate trigger for sure. And I didn't know multi-trigger was a thing because you see it only pops up when you click the spawn button, which I never use. I'm actually hopeful. 180 degrees, ease in out. I'm guessing 0.5 seconds. Then we need to give it group 11, I believe. This could go wrong. Oh, I did it! Oh my god, I cannot believe I just beast moded it like that. Oh my god, dude, that's so sick. Okay, so I'm noticing the part. Where's my... Okay. What I noticed when I played in normal mode is that it depleted the left side, then it depleted the right side. So what I'm doing is selecting random pairs of these and just flipping them. So hopefully it's kind of random which side it takes from. We'll see at the end of this. Yeah, perfect. When you make this jump, you go bald. So I'm going to toggle the floor and I'm going to fade the background to copy color channel 2. This is the stupidest thing I have ever made. You know what I could do? I could toggle on move triggers. Dude. So basically what I need to do is toggle new triggers that then move each strand of hair. So this is 21 to 30. What? Why didn't it work? Hello? Spawn trigger. Yeah. Oh, I need to activate the group. Of course, dude. Yeah. Let's go. We got a balding cube. I did it. The practice paid off. You can just see the hair flying away in the top corner there. I don't care. That's so cool. I love it. Video Guy 16 says, build with the theme of this level, and he throws up Melody by Sweet Dude. Oh my god. This is rainbow hell. Rainbow blending hell. What is this? Invisible portals, text portals. Oh my god. You want me to build like that? Okay. We gotta have that floaty feeling. Okay. Then I gotta set up a wacky looking font, and we're gonna have a ship portal right here. I'm gonna set the object to copy color channel 1, which is gonna be a light blending color channel, I think. And that's just going to change as the level goes on to a pink, and then I guess we can have a purple. I don't know what I'm doing. I need to line the floor with scaled up fire, which is on color channel 1 for base and detail, but the detail can be a different hue. This might need an opacity for it to look alright. Why does it look like that? What? Oh, I didn't check blending. That's why, bruh. It's important to remember that whenever you click the default button on a color trigger, that it doesn't let you place blending straight away. It's a weird bug. Okay, we'll make this move with the player and also make it move towards. It can fade on right as it locks as well. Why not? 4 moves 10 blocks towards the player. Then there's going to be another group 5, which moves 200. I forgot to set that though, because I'm silly. Nice. That's a solid start to the style, actually. Then we have huge scaled up, slow rotating, shiny objects that are on color channel 1 with a hue back there. I don't know. It does need a low opacity, but we're not going to move it along with anything. thing. This is just to build up the ground a bit more. And we can stick it under a couple of the 1x1 objects as well. So it's a nice addition. When it's under the 1x1s, I want a different hue on the other side. Not all of them, just some of them to spice it up a bit. I'm even going to make an animation for this. Well, I say animation. It's just going to be an alpha trigger effect with different scales. Starting off with 6. And then scaling up by 0.2 every time with a different number. This all needs to be set to 0 opacity at first. Okay, I'm gonna change the fade time, but the offset is 1 block at a time. Then I can copy paste this here and there with different hues. I don't know. So there's gonna be a long loop like that. Then I also want a short loop, which doesn't have them all visible at the same time. You see, there's a little region right where my mouse cursor is in between where they're all going to be visible, but this, not the case. I can even make some cool bundles of clouds using some of these groups, using color channel 1 as well, with a couple of different hues. Why not? We'll use 6, 8, and I guess 10 as well, so we'll get a cool cloud like that. I think that's awesome, actually. And I could even use group 11 in a creative way by having another cloud extremely close to it and setting it right there. And then there's going to be another not so opaque but very visible version next to it. Cool way to bundle it up and fill up more space, really. Let me see if I can squeeze in a block design. So if I get another color channel that copies 1, we need that to get rid of the blending, otherwise it's just going to be a whole mess. Perfect. Copy values. Then we're going to make another object. We'll just paste them onto a grass object, I guess. Does that work? I feel like... Oh no! But it's fine because black glow solves everything. It really doesn't, but we're gonna pretend like it does. This is the messiest way I can do this, but that's the whole point of this style, I feel like. It's just supposed to be as blendinged up as possible. If you've seen this channel before, you know what I'm about to do. We're making a blend-in screen. So we're using color channel 10, which I've set to black blending. And what I'm gonna do is create like a 1 and 3 pulse like that. Use the RGB slider and find a nice tint. Now, not on red, that's ugly. In fact, can I not just copy color channel 1 since that changes and then change the brightness? How does this look in motion? It's not bad, it's just not bright enough. So, we just crank it up. And since I'm working without music, I'm just putting in random numbers for this pulse. So it's going up and down the whole time. With this style, you just gotta put as much stuff on the screen as possible. That's what Sweet Dude is good at. I put black glow on T3 to kind of separate the ground from that color that we got on the screen, the block color. I guess all we need to do now is go crazy with some pulsing objects, and that's made really easy because we've got a low opacity group, we've got a blending color channel, and we have other groups that have alpha effect on them. I'm just gonna make a square that has a bunch of different shapes and sizes and saturations and hues with the different groups. Hey, you see that? I think it looks pretty good. Just gotta copy paste this everywhere, really. There's no coordination at all. I'm not gonna lie, we could actually make pulses for color channel 1 to change its hue even more. Get rid of that brightness. We can honestly crank it up, and then saturation, hue, like there's so much left to do. The last thing I'm going to do is put these hexagons in the background on the same groups as the fire that is locked to the x-axis. I'll just make a copy, scale it down a tiny bit, move it a bit, and get rid of group 4 and add 5, I think. Is that what I did? I don't remember. Cool. This is my level like melody by Sweet Dude. I guess. I don't know. It's not quite as saturated. I couldn't really figure out how to do that since there was so much blending stacked on top of each other. It's all going so bright and desaturated. Bacon Channel says just a big old tower of Wulzy in the middle of the level, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Actually, I hope you're ready to rock with the Wulzy block design. Give me a second. How do you make cubes? Okay, I'm not making a cube. I'm just gonna make a skull instead. Okay, that's about right. Then we copy paste, go to layer below, get black, and then make the outline. Okay, that's about right. Then where would my eyes go? Would they go on the left or the right? I have no idea. Like, I guess right there. Then at the very bottom of B1, we can have this low opacity black glow that's gonna separate them. Then since it's all on the same Z layer on B1, just with different Z orders, I can copy paste this, put it on B2. I'm going to put it on another editor layer because I don't want to lose that. And it's going to be behind. Nice. Okay. This isn't going too badly. We got ourselves a little tower here. And then we're going to make a circle of them. Oh boy. Oh, who let me touch the level editor, dude? Oh my god. Where's the middle? I can't find the middle of this. Honestly, if it doesn't rotate properly, that's just perfect. This is going to be the most Wulzy level to ever exist. Why am I spending time doing this? And then to top it off, we are going to add a block transition to all of these. We'll just make sure they're not on don't fade, don't enter. And we shall give them the shrinking effect, if I can find it. I don't know why I went in the pulsing object tab. This one. Dude, it's beautiful. Oh my god, dude. What have I created? That took like 5 minutes. You guys do not want a Wulzy level. That's what I'm saying. Y'all would not be ready for the Tower of Wulzy. Anyway, that was so much fun to record. Oh my god. Thank you so much for watching the first episode of Building Your Terrible Ideas. There's definitely going to be more on the way. That was sick. Check the links in the description, leave a like and subscribe, and have a good day.